We have another super chat here from Cedric. I think the best thing that Blizzard could do to reduce the need for damage meters is to channel less Diablo and more Dark Souls. That's a massive change,
Can you imagine that? A fucking action combat WoW? Like, no tab target, you're rolling all around the place. Jesus Christ, that would be a fucking mess in a raid.
I don't think that works in World of Warcraft. So I just want to be clear, I'm not a big fan of action combat MMOs. As someone that plays from South Africa to Europe, action combat MMOs feel very miserable. Because I'm playing at 200 MS, which means I have to keep track of where targets are, and if I have to dodge things on a whim, that becomes very, very difficult for me to do, especially if you're going Dark Souls level of playing. So first and foremost, I do agree with you, Cedric. One of the biggest mistakes that Blizzard have ever made, in my opinion, was to emulate Diablo. In many ways, that's exactly what World of Warcraft feels like these days. Most classes have 4 abilities. Sounds familiar. 6, maybe. Only difference is they don't cast on your mouse, but they're still just 6 abilities. All the other abilities really is just flavor every once in a while. Torghast feels like a straight up rip from Greater Rifts, with one big difference: Greater Rifts are actually difficult. When you get high enough,
and fun.
Yeah, they're actually fun, but that's also because Diablo is mindless, right? You just do these rifts and it's sort of mindless fun. MMOs aren't really like that, and I do get your point. It feels like Blizzard tries to emulate Diablo, because Diablo is a successful game. Well, it was when it wasn't fucking old. But Diablo 4 is again going to break records. How much do you want to bet? Diablo 4 is going to sell millions of copies. I'll be one of the people that buy that copy. So I'm going to be playing Diablo 4. It's an amazing game, but it's not WoW. When I play WoW, I don't want to feel like I'm playing Diablo. When I'm playing Diablo, I don't want to feel like I'm playing WoW. I want the two to be different experiences. With WoW, sadly, but I wouldn't go as far as you say, go to Dark Souls. I don't think I would like that. How would you feel about a Dark Souls World of Warcraft?
Personally, I think anything that says this is like Dark Souls just needs to fuck off. Any game that you can roll to dodge that has come out ever since Dark Souls is Dark Souls ass. Fucking tired of it, dude. Like, just because you're rolling doesn't mean it's Dark Souls ass. You can roll in many other games before Dark Souls. Doesn't mean it's Dark Souls ass. Just stop with that descriptor, and I'd be much more inclined to actually pay attention. But I don't think it would work with WoW. I don't think it would work with the kind of storytelling devices that you've got. Like in Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all the Souls series and that kind of thing. Yeah. The story itself was mostly given by kind of side characters, things you had to kind of go look for, little bits of items and like text on it. Yeah. Because that's how dude who made the game kind of developed story and actually learned stories, was through flavor text, right? Yeah. So that's how he made his game. I like that. I really do. But it's not how Blizzard works. It's not how WoW works. That's a lot more, I am here, I am witnessing and involved in events. This is how I earn my story.
You see, I think, so personally, I'm a huge fan of tab targeting in MMOs. When it comes to, there's plenty of other games that I play very differently, right? I meant more the difficulty and the punishing aspect of Dark Souls, not the action combat, right? The soulbound combat style wouldn't work in WoW. Difficulty-wise, now we're talking. World of Warcraft...
Well, then you just get Mythic or Jaden, right? If you don't do it in a very specific way, if you don't step here at the right time, you will die and you will wipe.
Yeah.
That wasn't...
I enjoyed Mythical Jaden. I thought it was crazy fun. It was a good, fun fight. I didn't like the guild that I was doing it with because we were filled with a bunch of fucking morons. But I liked some of my guild members. I didn't like all of them because the ones I didn't like were the ones who fucking kept wiping us. But I did enjoy the fight. I've always been a big fan of hard fights. And I think World of Warcraft can do with being at least 50% harder in everything. I'm talking world quests, mobs.
sure.
Where are the mobs that push me to use my character's abilities? If I'm a warlock, why do I have fear if I'm literally fucking never required to use it? Why do I have different demons if I'm never required to switch between them for different things? What is the point of having a world that is meant to be overcome when things can just be overcome by basically showing up? That's one of my biggest issues with World of Warcraft.
You show me a mage that uses polymorph while doing world quests, and I will, I don't know, fucking wear a top hat or something. I don't know, but like
suck a dick.
Half of your toolkit is not needed because it's just too easy. It really is. I mean, the only time I actually had a challenge in Shadowlands was by being 40 eye level lower than the recommended for the content.
Yeah,
that's the only time I had a challenge.
I think personally, challenge needs to be reintroduced, but in order to do that, you need to remove player power. As long as player power is tied to a system, Blizzard can't make the system harder. As soon as the system becomes too hard, the vast majority of players can't do it, and therefore Blizzard has to nerf it because there's player power tied to this thing. If you remove player power from it, suddenly people can do it. People can have fun. One of the good things when it comes to world quests is even if world quests are stupidly hard, guess what? You are playing a single player game. What's World of Warcraft again? Is it co-op?
I seem to remember it had something to do with
two-player maybe?
Was it massively multi? I think that might be the one.
Might be it. Is that what MMO means? Massive multiplayer online. What does that mean though? Does that mean you can sort of get other people to help you with stuff, or
it means just sort of do things solo until you're forced to group up to do raids. That's what it means.
Oh, I don't even know that. I thought it would be like you play with other people. So it's almost as if you could make things stupidly fucking difficult to the point where people are forced to play the MMO part of the game. Right?
It's almost like it was designed for a community that then didn't want to play with each other.
Community. There's no what community in World of Warcraft? Like there is none. Doesn't fucking exist. I genuinely like. I think the game should be much harder. I would love the game to be harder. Sadly, I don't think it will ever be. It seems like Blizzard is more interested in designing obstacles than they are in actually just designing a game. Like, the only reason most things in World of Warcraft exist these days is just so that they don't give away the shit for free. Personally, you guys do know that Blizzard could just do what most of those mobile games do, where every single day when you log on, you open a chest, and inside the chest there's some anima for you. And then the next day there's some renown for you. Like that's what it could be, right? They could just do that. Considering that
I think they do actually have that already with the mission table, right?
All right, but still you have to do something in return, right? You have to at least
no, like login bonus.
Yeah, you have to at least queue it so that you can get that bonus. Whereas if you if you made things harder again, people would actually enjoy doing it. I think, at least for me. Keep normal, heroic, mythic, but actually make a difference between the difficulties. I agree.
W, Red.
I agree. 100%. Anyways, I hope that answered the question, Cedric.